Hello everyone, welcome back to On the Fly. Today we're going to be taking a look at Game 1 review of the Stanley Cup Finals between the Montreal Canadiens and the Tampa Bay Lightning. This game overall was a very tight checking game until the end where Tampa blew it wide open. Now let's get on to the game. The game started relatively energetically and both teams were trading chances for chances. It was not until Braden Point started off with the back check that picked up the puck. He then passed it to Andre Palat who then passed it to Eric Cernak. Cernak passed it back to Palat and then Palat passed it to Cernak who put it in the net. This was Tampa's 1-0 lead. From here on out, the Tampa Bay Lightning put a stranglehold on the Canadiens and the Canadiens were luckily able to get to the first intermission. Next up is the second period. The second period started much like the first period. Lots of possession in the Habs' end. It was not until about 5 minutes through when there was a turnover in the neutral zone and Blake Coleman grabbed the puck and went skating up the ice with it. He took a shot that was deflected by Yanni Gourde in front of the net and it went past Carey Price. This goal killed the Habs' momentum and they were stunned that they had to now come back from a 2-goal deficit. It was not until about 11 minutes through when Ben Chiarot took a shot that deflected off Anthony Cirelli and then Ryan McDonagh, the double deflection. This goal was a big turning point for the Habs and they all of a sudden had all this momentum to come back. They managed to hold through despite a late penalty and were able to force the second intermission to come as quickly as possible. The Lightning started the period on the power play. They had a few good chances but were ultimately not able to find the back of the net. It was not until about 2 minutes in where Nikita Kucherov threw a shot in front of the net. Ben Chiarot could not handle it and it went off him into the net. This was the second double deflection that was in this game. Overall, the hockey gods did smile upon the Lightning, but they also frowned upon them. With the 2-goal lead in mind, the game plan was simple. Protect your lead and don't do anything stupid. The Tampa Bay Lightning did not do anything stupid, but they did do something smart. They scored a goal. Nikita Kucherov scored his 7th goal of the year, and because of this, the Tampa Bay Lightning now had a 4-1 lead. Finally, to put the dagger in the hearts of Habs fans, Steven Stamkos put a power play goal in, which was the first power play goal allowed by the Habs in over 13 playoff games. This was a record set by the Habs over the playoffs, and their last one was against the Toronto Maple Leafs. This was a disastrous defeat for the Habs, but I believe that they still have a shot at winning this series. The one thing that they must do is win Game 2. If they can win Game 2 and go back to Montreal tied at 1s, I believe that they can win both in Montreal and then have a buffer going back into Tampa with a 3-1 series lead. As long as they can stay close, they still have a shot in this series. Even though Tampa will beat them 9 times out of 10, Montreal can still win this series. We will now get into my 9+0 thoughts on tonight's game. Number 9 turnovers for the Montreal Canadiens. If the Montreal Canadiens want to beat the Tampa Bay Lightning, they must limit their mistakes, especially in their own end. The amount of turnovers that the Habs have had over this game has been nothing short of incredible. The Habs managed to give away the puck 9 times, probably 6 of which were in their own end. Moving on to number 8, shots on goal. Tampa Bay Lightning outshot the Habs by 8 shots. This means that Carey Price was tested way more than Andrei Vasilevskiy was. If the Habs have any shot at winning, they must outshoot the Tampa Bay Lightning. Number 7. For the Habs is number 73, Jake Evans. Jake Evans was one of the big storylines of tonight's game. With Joel Armia out due to COVID-19 protocol, Evans was finally reinstated in after the Mark Scheifele hit. He was a big letdown tonight and barely could be seen on the ice. Number 86, everybody's favorite player in Tampa, Nikita Kucherov. Kucherov had another great night tonight, scoring 2 goals and patting on another assist. This guy is unbelievable and has had a great season so far in Tampa. Next up is the number 5, and the 5 goals that were scored by the Tampa Bay Lightning tonight on Carey Price. Carey Price is a goalie that will forever be a Hall of Famer, and because of this, anytime you can put up numbers like that on him, it is an accomplishment worth noting. If they can continue to do so, they have a great shot at winning this series. Montreal cannot go toe-to-toe with them in terms of their offense, so the more goals they can put in, the better for them. Next up is number 4. And I believe that this is worth noting because Tampa Bay had 4 shots on 3 power play opportunities. The truth is, Tampa Bay needs to learn how to shoot the puck. If they can shoot the puck on the power play and they beat Carey Price enough, they will win. Every shot is a good shot, and that is something worth noting. Next up is number 3, and that's for the 3 goal scorers from tonight's game with the Tampa Bay Lightning. Steven Stamkos, Nikita Kucherov, and Yanni Gourde. That shows how deep the Tampa Bay Lightning are, that they can have 3 different goal scorers from 3 different lines every night to score goals. Next up is the number 2, for the 2 bounces, for the 2 goals, for the 2 everything that was scored tonight. First one was off of Anthony Cirelli and then off of Ryan McDonagh. Next one was off Ben Sherratt twice, and both of those led to goals. And that's why I believe that the number 2 should be awarded to that. Next up is the number 1. Number 1 power play goal. The first power play goal in over 13 games against for the Montreal Canadiens. Tampa Bay Lightning should be able to celebrate that, and if they can continue to do so and score on that power play, they will be nothing short of great. Lastly is the number 0. And this one, I believe, is the most important thing for the Habs to remember. Hit the net. The Habs missed the net way too much in this game, especially on their power play and everything they've done. For this to happen, they must learn how to hit the net. Vasilevsky is not that good of a goaltender that if you don't hit the net, you will not score. Anyway, if you made it this far, thanks for watching. If you liked it, please drop a like. If you really liked it, consider subscribing. Drop a comment. Let me know your predictions for Game 2. And be on the lookout for Swiping to Seattle Part 4, the Buffalo Sabres. Until next time, see ya.